So I'm here in Brooklyn with another spirited round of craft beer roulette. I'll be hitting 6 different microbreweries and choosing my beer not on what they actually are, but on the crazy kooky names they give them. So let's get started. First we have Other Half Brewing. Their beers are Daydream Lair, Smoke Screens and Oil Slicks, Mike's Regret, Woolford's Paradox, Sonic Daydream, Concentric Grooves, Dollar and a Dream, Velvet Magnum 2, and we've all been out there in orbit. Smoke Screens and Oil Slicks is intriguing, so is Mike's Regret, but I'm gonna give it to Woolford's Paradox. It was so damn loud in there I couldn't even record anything, but Woolford's Paradox was like an imperial oatmeal stout, and that beer, that is not my kind of beer. On the bright side, it was like 14% alcohol, so it can really knock you on your ass. Side note though, that's something you gotta watch out for with these craft beers. Like, sometimes they jack up the alcohol content because they know it's not that good, and so it's like, okay, well at least it'll get you drunk. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but still doesn't make the beer good. All right, it's a mile walk to the next one, so let's do this en route. Next we got Strong Rope Brewing. They have The Ripen Ruin, Hello Friends, Fat Man Little Stout, Lazy Daydreamer, A Farmer's Bliss and Woes, Galactic Travel Constant, Wolf Kingdom 1, The Prince Rides Off into the Smoky Dusk. Some of these border on poetry, really. I mean, how can I say no to The Prince Rides Off into the Smoky Dusk? Like, that's a beer name that tells a story. Like, who is this prince and why is he riding off? Let's find out. Can you tell me more about this prince and why he's riding off into the smoky dust?
Part-time brewer of ours. This was his last beer.
Oh, okay. It's called The Prince Rides Off into the Smoky Dusk, and you can actually taste the smoke. I don't know how to describe it, but it tastes smoky. But I love that there is an actual prince, and he actually did ride off into the sunset. That's just great. The prince riding off into the smoky dusk gets 4 to 5 princes riding off into the smoky dusk. Okay, next we have Threes Brewing, and whoever's naming the beers here is in the middle of a deep existential crisis. Just listen to these beer names. I Hate Myself, Constant Disappointment, Echo of Nothing, Everything Was Forever Until It Was No More, Voluntary Exile, Day of the Dead, Unreliable Narrator, False Witness, and You People. You People. But I'm gonna go with the poetic one, Everything Was Forever Until It Was No More. Everything Was Forever Until It Was No More is a Russian Imperial Stout, and I usually don't like Russian Imperial Stouts, but this is actually pretty good. One thing that's nice about this place is that there's a big empty room here for me to vlog and talk to the camera. You go to these other breweries, they're packed and you look like an idiot talking to the camera, people look at you and they judge you, it's very uncomfortable. Everything Was Forever Until It Was No More, the Russian Imperial Stout, gets 3.5 Vladimir Putins. Okay, it was a 40-minute subway ride between the last brewery and this one, and I really got to use the bathroom, so let's make this quick. Braven Brewing, they have Baby Ben's, Bonafide Hustler, Guilty Feet, Streets Like a Jungle, Stable Turntable, Scream With Me, Shotgun Shack, Dripping with Alchemy, and Soul Radiation. Streets Like a Jungle, too scary. Guilty Feet, that's playful and exciting, let's go with that one. Okay, so they didn't have Guilty Feet, but they had another one called Birds and Snakes and Aeroplanes, which is a lyric from the REM song, It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I Feel Fine. Which also happens to be the only song that I ever sing at karaoke, so I had to go with it. Even if I don't like it, it's still gonna be worth it because it's named after that song. This is actually really good. It's like very citrusy. It's like an extreme version of Sam Adams Summer Ale, which is a compliment. I like Summer Ale. I would give Birds and Snakes and Airplanes 5 out of 5 Michael Stipes. Kings County Brewers Collective. A lot of these beers have like a Halloween horror thing going on. We got Short-Term Goals, Strictly Tectonic, Jingle Zombie, Superhero Sidekicks, Gate Creeper, Viking Hula, Robot Fish number 13. Number 13, good lord. Jankiac Maniac, Creature from the Deep, and Beggar's Gold. Jingle Zombie, is that like Christmas zombies? Because if it is, I'm very into it. Let's find out. Is Jingle Zombie a Christmas zombie beer? Because that's very exciting to me.
It is.
So Jingle Zombie is a cranberry tangerine sour. I'm not entirely sure how that relates to Christmas and or zombies, but I love it nonetheless. It's not really the kind of beer I'd ordinarily order, but it's actually pretty good. So I'm taking the subway to Brooklyn Brewery, which is not really a microbrewery anymore. They're pretty mainstream. Like, they have their own Wikipedia page, which in my head means they've made it. And as if to prove my point, their beer names are pretty basic. Brooklyn Pilsner, Brooklyn Lager, Brooklyn Brown Ale. Pretty boring. They have a couple odd ones here though, so they haven't completely abandoned their microbrewery roots. Brooklyn Half Ale, Naranjito, Special Effects, and Shackmeister. Ooh, Shackmeister. I don't see it on the board. Do you have Shackmeister here?
No, Shackmeister is just at Shake Shack.
Oh, it's only Shake Shack. Okay, bad news. Shackmeister is literally only sold at Shake Shack burger places, so if I want that, I'll have to go a half mile down the road to the Shake Shack. Or I could just order something else. Shack burger and fries and a Shackmeister ale. Maybe this is the burger talking, but I think this is the best beer I've had all day.